This Let's Play was made possible by these generous patrons.
And we are back.
And have I forgotten everything from last episode? What are we doing again?
We are going to go swimming and hopefully not drown.
Oh, that sounds... But I like drowning. Drowning's hilarious.
buddy.
Oh, wait, no. Opposite of drowning. Playing in water is hilarious.
Yeah, I don't want to drown. Oh, God, I can't see
I used to not trick on purpose, but, you know, when you're a kid and you go to the pool have a pool, you do dumb things like pretend to be Dragon Ball Z characters. Cause
underwater?
Underwater, like...
That's not dumb. That's cool.
That's the only thing you can possibly
do. Like the Kamehameha, like, wow, with the water underneath.
With your brothers or your sisters or whoever else, your friends, doesn't matter. But I would do with my brother, and I would scare the shit out of the lifeguard. Because I would pretend to be dead underwater, and I would just float to the top. And I was
the lifeguard's like, what the hell, kid? I think every kid does that pretty much, though.
Probably. But I remember the lifeguard came and talked to me. He's like, can you not do that? I don't want to think you're actually dead. And this isn't like the scene from... what is it? What's that movie where he fakes the lifeguard out? Kissing him? Little Rascals?
The Sandlot.
Sandlot. Okay.
Yeah, the Sandlot.
Yeah, the Sandlot.
That's what it was. What a good movie, man.
I can't even remember if she was cute or not. I don't know if like I wasn't that I wasn't into that at the time, so you know, I wouldn't even really tried.
Do I not have the map fragment for this?
I have no idea. I literally remember nothing. I may as well be a goldfish. I don't remember dilly squat.
Press X. Oh, I see it now in the top left. Okay.
I do remember our first comment we got on this. Save more. We'll try and save more.
We will. We'll get used to it again.
We'll try and save more. We're too used to games like Hollow Knight and every other type of
game that allows you to
Metroidvania that is more based on certain specific checkpoints and less about you creating your own checkpoints.
Oh God. I'm not used to that that style.
I'm not sure which games. Speaking of making a checkpoint.
Yeah. How do I do that again?
Y? Triangle, select,
God,
start.
How do I do it again? God, it's been forever.
Up, down, left.
There
right,
we go.
A,
Game
B,
saved.
Plus.
The guys, this is a new recording session, so it's a little different.
You gave it away.
How do I? Can I
Soul Link is ready.
Charge it up? Bam!
Charge it up to become an anime character.
There we go. Oh God, place is filling up with water.
Perfect.
Wait, how do I save then? Can I save underwater?
I don't know actually.
Let's see. Oh great.
Maybe.
That sucks.
3, 2.
I think that was it. Yeah, that was all we get to do over here.
Yeah.
Did it do anything else?
It filled it up with water.
Yeah, but
that's important.
I think that was...
Hydration is important. You're building your own little ecosystem down here. Now the flora and fauna will continue to gestate and produce a beautiful spring...
Chicken?
Nah. Spring flora.
I can't get up there. I guess I need a 3 jump or whatever.
You would think after 2 jumps it would be enough, but you know what? Some people are just never satisfied.
Some people. I need a 3rd jump to make cool stuff happen. Oh, don't eat me, fish. Don't eat me, fish. Oh my God. You are a mean fishy fish. Yeah. Don't you. Yeah, delicious. And I'm gonna have to come back up. I'm gonna have to come back up for water. Or air. Bloop. Yeah.
This would be the perfect time to talk about the current controversy about underwater creatures, if we cared.
If we cared enough.
If we cared at all.
Yeah. I didn't have intention to watch that movie anyway.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a single one of the live-action remakes. I've been like, eh.
I saw the Aladdin remake and it was okay.
My parents saw it and I think they liked it.
Yeah.
I have nothing against them. They don't do anything for me. Hell, I still haven't watched the 2nd season of Stranger Things, and I really liked the 1st season of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And you guys have been watching the 3rd season of Stranger Things, and went, that show was pretty good. I should probably watch season 2. I'll keep saying that for about 3 years, and then
you'll watch it, and then everybody else will be like, oh, you'll be like, you remember Stranger Things? Oh man, that was such a good show. And you're like, I just finished it. Everybody's gonna be all like, what is wrong with you? Why?
Why are you doing it now? Hey man, I like to wait for everything about it. I haven't been starting the 2nd season of Mob Psycho. God, I love that show.
The animation kind of bugs me for like the simplistic character face
I
thing.
think if you start watching it, you realize why it is that way. It's so well done.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, this sucks. I forgot about having.
Do you like Shin-chan?
Yeah, but
I know Jen
that
likes
simplicity
Shin-chan.
kind of goofed me up a little bit too.
Okay.
Oh, barely made it.
So it's not as simple as that. The characters maintain form. But
okay, that's good.
The reason why it looks like that is it's a refined version of the manga artist, online manga artist One's work. Because One Punch is redrawn by the same artist that did Eye Shield 21.
I don't know what that one is. I don't think I've heard about that one.
He's a really, really good manga artist, but I can't remember any of the other work he's done other than One Punch and Eye Shield 21. Eye Shield 21 was a football anime, football manga. So One created the online manga for One Punch Man and Mob Psycho 100. And he is not the greatest draftsman. He is not that, but he is a great writer. I would like to compare him to Gary Larson, who is a fantastic comic artist, but can't draw if his life depended on it. Like every character is the same silhouette, whether they're old, young, they're all just these giant, weird, fat, homogenized, like pita tacos. Like,
I'm trying to figure out.
I don't even know. I can't even try to think of anything because they're like almost like cones.
Oh, God.
But that's not fair to cones. That being said, Gary Larson's hilarious.
Poor cones, man.
And it doesn't even really matter because when you're a comic writer, as long as your writing's up to snuff, your drawings can
your draftsman's right.
Yeah, your draftsmanship can kind of, it can be second rate, but you have to be really funny.
Oh,
then.
crap.
There's a lot of great, like Cyanide and Happiness is kind of that way too. They're still solid drawings, but I wouldn't call anyone that worked on that a great draftsman just for the sole fact, like, well, what is it? Well, it's a rectangle and it's a circle. And what's its arms? It's a figure. But it looks great though, like, and it totally
I think
works.
you're just mad they never hired you.
I mean, that's the people that hire me. I do think Cyanide and Happiness is funny though.
Yeah.
But just as a point. That job was funny just for context because I think I would have gotten hired because I think I killed it on the art test. The problem was when I first submitted the art test, it said anyone could apply. There wasn't any restrictions. Then when I checked back in a week, it says only people that only people that live in Texas. She's like, all right.
So you're like,
they probably got too many good submissions from people around the world, and they're like, damn it.
Didn't want to do like a relocation thing.
Fucked up. You're supposed to, but in Texas.
That's
Instead of replying to all these really great artists that applied, we're just not going to reply to any of them. Which, not the greatest way to go about it. Because I know I killed it because I look at that test now and go like, yeah, I nailed that shit.
I think you showed it to me. It looked good.
It was like exactly what they were looking for.
Is there something secret for this right here?
I don't remember. We do need to start filling out that bar because people were saying that.
because this will allow us to swim, breathe underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just we got to focus on doing that. I think this is dirty water.
Correct.
I think this is dirty water, so.
But not everyone is a Bill Watterson. They can't all draw Calvin and Hobbes. Not even everyone's a Charles Schultz.
Charles Schultz did.
And I would give Jim Davis
clean?
credit, but
clean, right?
he's kind of stopped drawing Garfield a long time after. Jim Davis was good and he got better, but I also don't know what the timeline when he started hiring assistants too.
Is there still new Garfield comics coming out?
Yeah, there's still new Garfield panels, but I don't know how much of his involvement is. Like, Jim is old too. Jim's probably mid-70s now.
What an old fuddy-duddy.
And I think around his 40s or 50s when Garfield started becoming really popular, he completely distanced himself from the comic, but I think at a certain point he stopped illustrating them all the time because he'd already established what the style was.
I get you.
And then at a certain point he kind of just would give the joke of what they were going to do, and then someone else would kind of go off and do it. Kind of not entirely similar to what manga artists do, but kind of similar because a lot of manga artists at a certain point, they have to have teams because that's the only way they can get it done. They have to have an inker.
You got to get it done in time.
Like,
right?
the first couple, the first one or so, that'll be all them. But then after that, they'll have a letterer, they'll have a
what the
inker, they'll have someone that tightens up their pencils for them. Usually a manga artist, from what I understand, will have about 4 to 5 assistants, including like a producer. Oh,
this is you.
Right, I won't give them the accent. Elo was the stoutest of all spirits, the most powerful ever seen. Now, here he rests, turned into an astral tree.
I think it's... Oh, yeah, so this is a new one.
Allegora! Okay. Is that a better one, guys?
Yeah, there you go. Everyone will love that. Just give every
the power.
Give everyone Zote's voice, and they'll love it. To use this ability, press A to leap into the air, then down to dive powerfully.
Well, you try something new sometimes, and it doesn't always work, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Slam down.
I like it. I like it. Now, help me up out of here, buddy. Whee!
Oh, it's so humid. I took a nap earlier this afternoon, woke up and went, why'd I leave my fan off? I hate myself.
It is pretty human to forget about that shit.
Yeah, it is very human as well, but it's also humid.
I fell asleep in the room, and that room still gets super hot. Oh, what the hell? I was like, I can't move.
Yeah, my room's like the recording. It just generates heat. No matter.
Oh God, I hit the ceiling. I didn't realize there was a ceiling there.
If my computer's on, cool. In the summer, my room is gonna be 10 degrees hotter. Have fun.
Oh God, help!
I'm not sure what you're supposed to do. But
I was hoping he was supposed to explode that. I took a nap and then it got way too hot and then it just made me all lethargic.
Made me agitated and angry. I was like, God damn it, why is it so fucking hot?
Is it supposed to be? Can I slam down on him?
Oh,
there we go.
Broke his carapace.
There we go. Oh.
So a controversy I am willing to talk about that I find hilarious is well, maybe not hilarious. I can understand some sympathy, but only to a certain extent. Is the Pokedex in Sword and Shield?
Yep.
With people getting in an uproar and making petitions. Now, mind you, I have a limited view on this. I've watched maybe only 2 different videos, and I haven't checked out all of the fervor that has come from this. But, you know, for context, for those of you that don't know about the controversy, the big, startling controversy.
I don't see the problem with it.
I don't see the problem either. But so with this new Pokemon that's being brought up to new 3D standards and is a bit more a generational leap for what the Pokemon Company has done. It's in like the last 10 years. Like, yes, you had X and Y, but this is a little bit bigger than even that. It's a little bit more dynamic than even that. But they're translating all the Pokemon to 3D, and the producer or director, I'm not sure which, he came on Nintendo Treehouse Live, which is their E3 presentation after show where they go over all the games, and he was upfront about it. He said, hey guys, we're really sorry, but instead of delaying the game for potentially another year, because that's how long it would take to probably fill up the entire Pokedex, we've decided to just bring the game out. And just letting you know, some of the 800 plus Pokemon are not going to have 3D models, 3D animation, 3D voice work, 3D Pokedex entries, 3D,
I
sound effects.
The concept of why that would be a little much.
Why it's a little bit of a challenge. Yeah.
I haven't played since Red and Blue, so I am not with the times exactly for Pokemon, but I always just kind of thought it was like that already, all the time.
Well, no, they've been doing I'm not sure about X and Y, because I think in X and Y, everything was in there, from what I understand. But that game took a long time to come out, too, so that was part of it. And after they just did all that, now they can't take those models because they don't work. They're for the 3DS. They're not high fidelity enough. You have to start over. There's no way to really reuse those from what my understanding is. But for the longest time, you've been able to, I know where we are now. Even though not every Pokemon would appear in a Pokemon game, because of the way the trading system worked, like if you trade up from red and blue to silver and gold to ruby and sapphire and keep trading them up through them, they will,
they'll allow it.
They'll like pop into the new game, because before all they were sprites. And yeah, that's a lot of work, but they didn't really have animations back then. They were just a sprite that most of the time didn't even move. Some of the times they did, they would like wiggle back and forth, especially Pokemon Red and Blue. But also, by the time they got to, what was it? I think Ruby and Sapphire, which is the 3rd generation, had 300, I think, Pokemon, maybe 350. So, I mean, they were adding 100 at a time for the first 3 generations because they were adding a ton, and it was understandable for all the Pokemon to be there. It was like, oh, that's cool, yeah, that's great. But they're just sprites, so
it seems feasible that you could, yeah.
And up till X and Y, they were just 2D sprite work, and then for the most part with very, very limited animation. So you could probably have an artist pump out probably 6 a day or something like that. In general, that was good at it, that knew what those Pokemon already looked like. There wouldn't be no poses. I'm talking about like a finalized, pixelized version.
I get you, yeah. And this is just too much.
Without like overstressing the artists, like they could probably get about 4 done a day. And if you had a team of artists, like they would be able to get them all done in time, no problem. But now you're looking at like, okay, someone's got to model these Pokemon. Someone's got to texture these Pokemon. Someone has to do animations for these Pokemon.
It sounds like a lot of work.
It's a ton of work, and I think...
I think it's honestly just fine, you know?
Yeah, I think it's fine too, and it's kind of a little... The reason why people are getting upset is the fact that, like, well, it's Nintendo, and it's Pokemon. They've made billions of dollars. Just take another year. And it's like, yeah, they could, but I mean, you guys aren't satisfied with probably these 600 plus that are probably already going to be in the game. They're probably still going to be adding like at least 350 Pokemon, and also those models end up carrying over. So when then there's the next version of Pokemon Gun or whatever, it comes after Sword and Shield. Like,
dang it!
Maybe Pokemon Excalibur will probably be a better name than Pokemon Gun, though I'm all for Pokemon Gun.
Pokemon Gun would be awesome, because don't they usually do the like 1, 2, and then 3?
Yeah, and the third one is like a combined version with all the features, basically get best of.
Oh, okay.
And usually add new stuff and maybe an extra Pokemon or 2. So maybe when that one comes out, that's when they will add more of the Pokemon. But I think it's reasonable for a company to go,
oh shit,
hey man, we would love to add all of them, but there's 800 plus.
That it seems reasonable to me in every regard to have it like that.
That's why I see all the like petition people like, well, we've been trading up all the way since the beginning, like, and you never thought that would possibly end ever as they added more Pokemon over time.
I do think that it is a shame that I didn't know the trading thing was a thing to where you can people were trying to keep their Pokemon from the very beginning or trade up through the gens, I guess it is.
Right.
That's a fucking letdown. That's hard on people, you know?
That is a bummer, and I can understand from that point. Like, you've been doing it forever. You feel like, man, that sucks. I might not have my favorite Pokemon in this game. And yeah, that is a bummer. You can be legitimately bummed about when people start making petitions, though, and getting angry at, like, and it's just like, oh, you should do this and this because you guys make so much money. It's like, sometimes it's not about money. Sometimes it's about a sanity standpoint and, like, what other projects they have going on. And at a certain point, it's maybe time to move on and do something else.
Ah, damn it.
I also have faith that the Pokemon Company will eventually add all the Pokemon and eventually have all that done.
I bet they will.
I can't imagine them just saying, like, nah, we're going to rest on our laurels. They're too prideful, I think, for that.
I think they're gonna do it, man.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's gonna be as big of a deal for everybody once it does come out. Well, hopefully.
Here's the biggest problem too: the amount of population that gets affected by that that's actually gonna collect all of those Pokemon is so small compared to the mass audience that are gonna be like, yeah, you know, it's a new Pokemon game. I start all over. I'm not trading them all from the very beginning.
That's how I always assumed it was. So it didn't occur to me that was oh god, that was going to be a thing that would fuck with people. Still hunting the light, blinded by hate.
What a jerk.
We need to unblind him.
Well, we'll unblind him next time.
Yep, we will. We'll see you guys later. Beep, bop, boo.
We should probably save right here.
Yeah, I'm going to. We can go down or we can go up.
I think I was going to go up to the left.
I think we definitely need to get that, like, map piece or map stone or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So we can go and open up the section. But I got to figure out if we can get to it. We probably have to go up and then over, drop down. The Gumon. Find the Gumon.